Do Spurs have the best centre-back partnership in the league? Cristian Romero and Micky have formed an absolutely brilliant partnership in the heart of the Tottenham defence this season, but what makes them so good together? First, let's look at what Postecoglou demands from his centre-backs. Firstly, looking at in possession, the centre-backs are encouraged to always play progressive short passes into the midfielders or fullbacks. In a standard back four, the centre-back will often have the easy short option to his fullback, who will likely be standing almost horizontally to him. However, in our system, our fullbacks tuck into the middle of the pitch where it can be much more congested. This means breaking lines into midfield is that bit harder as there are more opposition bodies to play through, so accurate and incisive forward passing is a key requirement. The other skill that is required on the ball is to bait the press. This is a huge part of being able to progress the ball effectively. It's the ability to invite pressure to open up space behind opponents to hurt them with. If a defender has the ball and an opposition midfielder closes them down, then that leaves space for a teammate that's been vacated by the opponent. Therefore, Ange's centre-back's ball progression can often be about perfect timing on when to advance to really hurt the opposition and play through the thirds rapidly. So how about defensively? Spurs play a super high press, which therefore means both the midfield and defensive line must play higher to back up that press. This means they must be aggressive and on the front foot, cleaning up any loose balls from opposition clearances and making sure to stay tight to opponent attackers to stop the opposition from getting out their half. However, this then means there is space left in behind the back line, so recovery pace is vital to keep up with attackers trying to exploit the space. This is not only about pace but anticipation too, on when that ball is about to be played so they can get a slight head start. Furthermore, channel defending is vital. Spurs leave their defensive channels pretty open as their fullbacks tuck into midfield. Therefore, opposition teams often will look to exploit these areas in transition with fast and tricky wingers. It's often left to the centre-backs to deal with these situations and therefore defend out wide. It's 1v1 defending that's important here, being quick, agile, strong and composed to get the upper hand in the duel. So how do Spurs' current centre-backs suit these requirements? In terms of ability to play pinpoint passes through the lines, I think Romero definitely takes more responsibility here. His timing of pass is fantastic and these passes are often crisp, on the correct side of the receiver and a perfect weight. In my opinion, this is one thing Van de Ven could improve on, having the bravery and execution to cut through the press with these passes. We see both Van de Ven and Romero at times slow the play down and invite pressure from opponents. When the opponent does jump forward to press, I think Romero and Van de Ven exploit this in different ways. Romero we see often completely stop on the ball. As an opponent creeps forward, he punches a pass through the lines into the midfield. He might even do this with a bit of disguise by pointing his body towards one direction and then passing it into a different one. Van de Ven is different though. He will often step up as if he's going to pass it, and then when the opponent goes to block the pass, he'll skip past them using his excellent ball carrying, and then play a more simple pass on to an advanced teammate. These are two different methods of creating space for their advanced teammates which can really help in progression. Defensively though, they complement one another brilliantly. We know Romero is the one who loves to be on the front foot and aggressive. He reads the game perfectly and loves stepping in to win the ball high up. Alternatively, Van de Ven is more passive. His speed is genuinely ridiculous, which makes him the perfect covering defender. However, what I love about this pair is how they are both able to do the opposite to a high level too. Van de Ven can also nip in and win the ball high up, or scrap in duels with attackers, while Romero can also clean up counters with his anticipation and reading of the game. They are both also fantastic 1v1 defenders, shown by the fact Van de Ven is also comfortable at left back. They're agile, strong, quick, and therefore a nightmare to beat in 1v1s. This is a partnership that is vital to any success Spurs have over the next coming years, and what makes it even more exciting is how young they are, meaning these performances are just the beginning.